Chapter 21, You Can't Control the Night. The background behind You Can't Control the Night. I wrote this song from the same piano that I wrote Be Brave on. I had only been working in Connecticut for a few weeks when it happened. Back when I had been living in New Zealand, I won awards for my youth empowerment work with the YMCA. My focus was always on using culture and identity as a superpower and embracing the wholeness of a human as a way of connecting with and empowering them. In tikanga Māori, which is the culture and customs of the Indigenous people of New Zealand, a person doesn't simply identify themselves by their name. They explain that they come from this mountain, that ocean, this tribe, that waka or boat, and this marae or meeting place. Finally, we learn what their grandparents' and parents' names are before signing off, and you can call me Emma G. Given that my own personal lineage is so varied, white American mother born to a Norwegian mother and Iranian father while my own father was Fijian and I was born in New Zealand, culture is a pretty big deal to me. I was never raised to tick a box and consequently never want to support that rhetoric with anyone else. How the world identifies you doesn't mean you need to identify yourself the same way. So it was affronting to me in the middle of nowhere, Connecticut, to overhear a 12-year-old kid call another 12-year-old kid the N-word, a word that completely removed cultural identity and humanity. This song became the beginning of my process in learning about systemic racism, what it looks like, feels like, tastes like, and how to deal with it. The songwriting process for You Can't Control the Night. In a country as wide and diverse as the United States, people get so caught up in external differences. Just like you can't control the movements of the sun and the moon, you can't control what color skin you're going to be born with. I wanted to illustrate how futile the arguments against Black people's existence are by comparing the argument to attempting to control the night. People are taught to fear the night. People are taught to fear an entire race of people. People are taught to hate. Wouldn't it just be easier to lean into the uncomfortable, confront your biases, and celebrate our differences? Only then can we overcome together. How You Can't Control the Night saved me. I still have a long way to go, but You Can't Control the Night was the next level point for me in my journey about not only learning about systemic racism in the United States, but also what that means for a multicultural woman living here, i.e. me. What does racism look like or feel like? How can I fight the good fight? We filmed the music video across from the White House not long after the murder of George Floyd, and the imagery is raw. I want people to be as inspired by this song as I was when I wrote it. Only then can we decide to learn more, then step up and be and do better. Activity. One of the best ways we can overcome racism and bigotry is to address it head on. What are some ways that you've either received or been given prejudice? How do these responses make you feel now? If you could say anything to those that have expressed prejudice against you, no matter what that prejudice is, what would you like to tell them? Similarly, if you could say anything to yourself about prejudice you've expressed towards someone else, what would you say? What was fueling those responses? What can you do better next time?
It's an open box that you have stolen.